everybody. Welcome to the T Logan. We are so glad that you guys decided to tune in to our channel tonight. I just want to say before we get started, this is going to be a long video because we're giving a product review. But although I'm excited, I'm most excited because we have a visitor. And who is the visitor? I'm glad you asked. It is not only but A Logan. This is Mr. Logan, everyone. So welcome, Mr. Logan, to our show.
Glad to be here.
So you asked me, well, why does Mr. Logan have a firefighter logo? Why is he wearing his uniform tonight? Well, could you explain to the audience why you're wearing your uniform tonight?
Because this is on the behalf of medical supplies and saving lives. And as I used to be a firefighter, but once a firefighter, always a firefighter. I had to come and involve myself in this presentation of all these medical supplies because this is what we live. I mean, I'm into saving lives. I love people, care about people. So this is what we're here to talk about. And you're going to be in for a treat today because this will be very educational, comprehensive, a detailed explanation on why you need these two products right here.
So listen, you better be, you are going to be in for a treat tonight. You better be excited to see A Logan because this is the last time you're going to see A Logan. He's the behind the scenes guy. So anyways, guys, let's get into it. God, we can't do anything without you. Yes. Bless this review. Help you to be glorified through it. And bless those that are watching. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Listen, you know we can't do anything without prayer before we get started. Because we can do nothing without God. But I want to say before we get started, shout out to Forrest and the crew.
Thank you, Forrest.
Thank you so much.
Refuge Medical.
Yes, Forrest and the crew at Refuge Medical for this wonderful, awesome product.
Bless it.
Whoa, that's all I can say. By the time we get finished this review, guys, you are going to be blown away.
Dynamite.
So I just want to say this is going to be the longest review, probably the longest video that we'll have unless other people send me more things and we have to be more in depth. But listen, we took notes for this product because this product
it's worth it. So please, everybody that's viewing, please get your water, get your fruit, sit down, kick your feet up.
Yes.
And because this is going to be, it's going to be long, but it's going to be very educational. And if this is one video you need to watch, it's this one.
This one. And you're in for a treat. So listen, all of you who have been waiting for this moment in time, it is now here. And we are so excited to do it. So without further ado, let's get into it.
All right.
So what I'm going to give my review on is the wound care bucket. You see this big bucket? This bucket is great, guys. I have reviewed the items that is in this bucket. Let me tell you, this bucket is designed to address the common needs, okay, of the caregiver. What do you mean?
The common needs. What you mean?
The common needs for any caregiver, okay? Listen, this bucket contains massive quantities of gauze, tape, gloves, disinfectants. Oh my goodness. Each bucket is designed to treat one major wound for up to a month or several minor wounds for much longer. Listen, you can take this bucket with you. Say you are going on a Girl Scouts or Guy Scouts, you are going on a camping trip, okay? This bucket you would love to have on your homestead. This bucket is any medical missionary's dream. This bucket is any doctors or nurses or any type of caregivers or EMT, firefighters' dream bucket. All right, not let alone this product, but I'm not going to discuss his product because I'm excited about my product. Listen, why should you invest in the wound care bucket? Okay? And let's not even talk about the add-ons to this bucket. Okay? Listen, get excited. When I was reviewing this bucket, I'm just blown away. This bucket has over 668 items. 668 items in this bucket alone. Do you hear me? I'm just like,
I didn't even think you could fit that many things in the bucket.
In a bucket. And then guess what? When the things are gone and you use everything, you can still refill it.
Mm-hmm.
And you can still use buckets. You can never go wrong with buckets. Yes. We can name a million things on our homestead that we can do for this bucket. But let me not go on and on. Let's get to it. Let's open it up. Listen. These are the abdominal pads that comes in the bucket. Okay? Listen. I'm just so blown away. I'm blown away with the
packaging.
The 4x8.
And it's very compressed.
Gauze. Look.
Then these
I need to come closer. Yeah. So I can show you I know we have, but eventually in due time we'll have a better camera, right? And better, but you do what you got to do with what you have.
These abdominal pads for what they call medical term viscerations. If somebody has a gash on the abdomen area and your intestines may be out, or puncture wounds, these abdominal gauzes is to soak up large amount of blood. So this is very impressive to have.
It is. It really is.
They have.
Listen, they have 4x4 gauze pads. I just showed you that. That's 100. And then they have abdominal gauze pads. Okay? That's what? Another 100? And then they have gloves.
Look how compressed.
Oh my goodness. Look at these gloves, guys. There are 100 gloves in here. So I want to say something. Let's do a quick commercial. So if you go to the store, okay, you're not going to one of these massive warehouse places and you're not coming out with over 100. Even if you're buying in bulk, you're not going to get over 668 products.
They're you crazy.
Yeah, they're going to say, well, what are you doing? I mean, are you preparing for, what are you preparing for?
Or can you leave some for me?
Like, exactly. People are going to start looking at you like, why are you raiding this section for all the Band-Aids and the adhesives that they have to offer? So listen, they have, what else do they have in this bucket? They have, these are the woven.
These are 4x4.
Okay, so the 4x4 gauzes, and that's 100. Okay, these are the 5x9s, and this is 50. This is the first thing that I gave you. Wow. Okay, this right here is the 8x10 abdominal pain, and this is 16.
And let me chime in real quick. So, folks, all of this that they give you in this one wound care bucket. When I was in the fire department on one shift, we didn't even go through as many of these. This is like, this is maybe like a month worth of a 24-hour shift. 72 hours on. No, 24 hours on, 72 hours off. So they giving you a month's worth.
Yes, this is spectacular, guys.
Very impressive.
So they give us 83x3 gauze pads, guys. And then they give us emergency burn care dressings.
Yes.
Can you get this from the store, emergency burn care dressings?
You cannot get this from the store. You have to be in the medical field or at a hospital to get something like, or in the military.
So that's a 10-pack. This is a 4x4 10-pack. And this is the optional add-on. So guys, thank you so much for the optional add-ons. Let's discuss the optional add-ons real quick. So first you have the gauze pads. You have different various sizes of the gauze pads, right? You have triple antibiotic tubes. You have 2 iodine bottles. You have 1 peroxide bottle, 1 alcohol bottle. I know we can get that from the store, but still. You have 100 gloves. You have 200 adhesive bandages. Okay? You have 7 1/4 trauma shears. You have another... This is not even a 668 piece. This is the optional add-on. So you have a 76-piece advanced surgical kit. And that's what this is right here. Yeah. Look at this.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so excited about this.
About doing surgeries or some serious surgeries.
Look.
Wound closures.
This is your hydrogen peroxide.
Everything you need is in here.
Like, we're going to have to spray this out real quick. because we just want to show you all the things that you get in this one bucket, because everything is going to fall over. Look, we're talking about the shears, and that's everything inside the surgical kit.
Look at this. You got your needles. This is surgical kit. Can you believe this?
So a 76-piece surgical kit alone. How many people can you work on with a 76-piece kit? Jeez. This has needles in it.
This is like a
it has gauze pads. What else does it have? It has sterile drapes.
And all my paramedics, you know how valuable this stuff is. So if you're a civilian and you have this, you are definitely on another level.
What kind of tape is this?
Oh, this is your tape. If you tape around your patient's gauzes, if they're real sweaty, or you can take this to keep their gauzes wrapped around their parts of their body.
You have surgical sponges.
You use a lot with the tape.
Oh my goodness! Listen, you have the iodine I told you about, right? So these two iodine bottles. I'm still pulling things out of the bucket. We have 2x2 gauze pads. This is 100. What is this, babe? Explain to the people.
Oh, so this right here is your sharps container. Anything maybe like your dirty needles or your dirty scalpels. You don't have any way to dispose it. You can put it right in here. If you have little kids, you don't have to worry about them tampering with it, getting sick or getting infected. You can throw it right in here.
I've never seen that in the store.
This is what we used to carry. This is attached inside of the ambulance. This is very important.
Look, guys, look at this surgical instrument kit for minor surgery. Okay?
Oh, you gotta take this.
I gotta show you. I mean, I wish I could just zoom in on this little kit right here. Look at this.
Hold it up.
Look at this right
Scalpels. Here. I mean, anything you need. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Scalpels,
guys,
sutures.
Like, honestly,
if you know what you're doing, you can save some lives. I'm telling you, this is.
We're talking about triple antibiotic ointment.
Tape.
Okay, and you have your tape that goes along with it.
That is, anybody knows in the medical field, you can do a lot with tape. Duct tape.
Your sharp shuttle container.
Mm-hmm.
What are these? Tell me what type of shears those are.
These are actually better than.
Those are your 7 1/4 sharp shears, guys.
These are better
your
than
trauma
the one
shears
that we carried on the ambulance and the fire department. So you utilize these if you have a patient, they're maybe, mangled up, and you want to make sure, you want to cut their pants like that, or cut up if I was bleeding out of my arm and I didn't want to, because you don't want to move the patient to get their jacket off. So with these, you could just take this and cut right through here. These can
I wish I had
tough denim.
I need to.
You can cut off some.
Let me show the people
some rings.
Hold on, let me show the people really quickly. How here's a towel. I have a thick towel right here. Okay. So I have a thick towel, and I know that this is nothing.
Yeah, so imagine this person, their leg is under here, and it's like, oh, I don't want to move the patient, so look at this.
Look at that.
Like butter. So I can cut right to their wound, right to their thigh.
Wow, look, and it's just like, oh my goodness.
You understand?
Honestly, and this is a good towel.
So
okay, you owe me a towel.
This is definitely, I'm telling you.
We just had to show you that, guys,
folks,
because
this
bucket is the deal. This is a quality.
If you're
Forrest and those guys, they did a really good job.
Quality. They pay attention to detail. If you're my wife knows I'm a quality guy.
My husband is a pay attention to detail guy. He is definitely a quality guy. He is not bringing anything.
No cheap metal. This thing will last.
Let me tell you this. And I wanted to say, look at these Band-Aids. Look at those Band-Aids. We can get these at CVS, but these are 200 Band-Aids. Okay? 200 Band-Aids. And this is really good. And I'm done with my bucket. I mean, I didn't think that I would ever I really didn't think that I would stop taking
And
things out, but
I just want to say, if you're a person like me and like to be discreet, you know, and this is definitely what you need, because this will show you can order it. It will show up to your door, discreet. You know, you don't have to worry about nobody. Well, why they or causing no hysteria? Why they buying all the iodine or all the? Is this something about to happen? So this is definitely the way you want to go, to be discreet and definitely be prepared.
And you want to be able to help those. Listen.
Yes.
Well, we'll save that for later.
Not
We'll
only
save that
about
for
your
later.
family, but for other people.
That's right, because
need
other
help.
people are going to need our help, guys. And let me tell you
If you
this.
have this, you will be known as the saving grace, because this is.
And
this
let's
is
talk about it.
dynamite. We don't even know how to.
Let's talk about it. One day, you may not be able to go to the hospitals.
We may have another.
You may have a
pestilence.
shutdown. Who knows?
We may
But
have
guess
another
what?
pestilence going
The
on.
nurses, the doctors, they're stepping off. Hey, you have no idea what tomorrow may bring. I mean, there's different wars going on all over the
With
place.
this, you're good to go.
So let me tell you this. This is a great investment, guys. A great investment. And you can't put a price on your life. You cannot put a price on saving other people's lives, okay?
And I always say, you know, everybody's like, oh, I can't afford to do this. But I ask, when it comes to this type of stuff, can you afford to die? Nobody wants to die. So this, including prayer, will keep you alive for a very long time. If you really have nothing, if say everything shuts down, you can't go to a store, you have kids, you have elderly people, it's just, I have no words for it, because this is a must need. I recommend every house has something like this in their basement to be able to lock away. All right, so let's get into it. Refuge Medical. So this is the Adventure Kit 2.0. The Adventure Kit 2.0. Now, I just want you to understand how compact this is. This is 12 inches by 8 by 8, and it's very compact, very easy, not heavy. Pick that up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Decent.
Decent.
Comes with a strap. Decent. Nice strap, comfortable.
You
nice
can carry it
long
like
strap.
this if you need to. The
stitching is very well done here. If you're a person like me, pay attention to detail. This is really, you know.
It's like it's really
As a person who sews,
I tell
she
you.
knows quality stitching.
Don't tell people.
And,
I sew.
and if you know,
Listen, you can add different things in the back
can put
too.
your insignia on here if you're military, anything.
Isn't this nice? They have their own insignia.
Yeah,
Isn't this cute?
that is-
But you can
that's
replace
cool.
it with yours,
That's cool.
and you can have your own.
Personalize it.
Ours will be on here soon for us.
So let me tell you. So this is the Refuge Medical, the Adventure Kit 2.0. So this kit right here, I'm going to just read the description. So it says the Adventure Kit 2.0 is made in America and designed to meet the needs of family and groups of adventurers off the beaten path. The Adventure Kit 2.0 combines the proven components of the bare fact with proven for fractures, wound closures, exposures, and more. From boo-boos to broken bones to bullet holes to burns, the Adventure First Aid Kit 2.0 has basically had you covered. And this is guaranteed forever pouch that has that is mold compatible. Mold stands for it's the acronym for modular, lightweight, load carrying equipment. It is used to define the current generation of load bearing equipment and backpacks used by a number of NATO armed forces, especially British Army and the United States Army. So this thing is built for war. Basically.
Wow,
It's
I can
built for
tell.
war.
I can tell.
Drop
Wait
it
till
in-
you see what's in
Drop it
this
in mud, or
package.
basically. So let's get right into it.
Wow, I'm excited to see. I want you guys to see. Listen, let me explain to you my idea of this package. And you can go ahead and start opening up, babe. Listen, it's almost like buying that minivan that only fits 8 people. But when you open that minivan door, 100 people gets out. That's how this kit is. There are so many different compartments in
Or
this kit.
like if you all know, you watching one of those comedy shows or magical shows, and he keeps digging in the bag, taking out
It's
stuff.
just stuff keeps coming out.
This is what this bag is. This is going to remind you of that. So we'll start off again.
So how many things are in this bag?
So a total of, so it's over 158 items.
In this
in
bag?
This little 12 by 8 by 8 compact.
So let me ask you a question.
bag.
What would you do with this bag? Where would you take this bag? Tell our audience.
So if I was a backpacker, if I was a hiking, if I was just basically everyday vehicle, family man, single man, if you want to utilize this for your prep bag or what have you.
Oh yeah, a lot of preppers, they definitely have this bag.
This is what you need.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you're a prepared type of person like me, you know, always thinking ahead, this is the bag you need.
So the people that had the ice storms and they were stuck on the road and they didn't have anything.
That just happened.
Yes, that's right. This is the
Washington,
bag
DC.
that you will want to carry with you because it has everything in it.
Yes. So we'll start with the sharps container. You know, for all your dirty needles, or if you're using scalpels and blood contaminated gloves, you put that in here, put it away, good to go. You don't have to worry about nobody getting affected. Again, nice. What are these?
Those are shears, trauma shears.
Yes. Trauma shears.
I'm learning, guys.
These things cut through
everything. You just saw the demonstration.
Like butter.
And it cuts mainly
through. You
through.
even cut some rings off if your hand is swollen. And yes, this thing
oh,
is
wait.
the real deal.
Do I have a ring over here?
No, we'll wait for that. We'll wait for that.
Okay.
So let's get into it. So what do we have here? All right.
Because you know me, I will find me an old
right
ring
here,
to cut.
This is a modular bandages for treatment of moderate hemorrhages. So if you're bleeding out, arterial cuts, or just a large laceration, this is ideal. So we have your tourniquet right here, you know, to cut off anybody that in a medical, once you put it, you have to be very careful with this. Once you put on a tourniquet, it's like say if my wife had to put a tourniquet on my arm, you never put it on a joint. If I was bleeding here, you put it, or if I was bleeding here, you put it here.
Oh, let me also say something, guys. For further information and details on how to utilize your adventure kit and your bucket, go to refugetraining.com, okay? Refugetraining.com. And they will be glad to share with us and teach you
how to utilize every
item that's in this bag.
In here. So,
okay, babe. So let's
hold on. For those who are in the medical field, don't be discouraged. Still get it. You can still learn online.
So anybody that is not an EMT or a firefighter can utilize this bag. Yes. Is that what you're saying?
No excuses. Yes.
So I can use this bag.
Yes. No excuses.
Okay.
Go to refugetraining.com. Put on a tourniquet. Right which time you put the tourniquet on, so doctors come, they know how long it's been on. Okay, we got what is this right here? We got bear claw gloves.
They're very thick too.
North American Rescue. Yes, these are very tough to rip. Okay, we got what's this? Oh, SWAT T, life-saving first aid device. It's basically like a cast. You can use it as a tourniquet as well. So it's very versatile. Man, it's bringing back memories looking at all this stuff. Bleeding control dressing for temporary external use to control bleeding. And I would say that's a must. If you lose enough blood, I don't care what you can have all of this. If you can't stop the bleeding, you're dead. Especially if you tear a main artery, you can bleed out in 5 to 3 minutes. Oh, we got this. So this is for if you're a diabetic, this is glucose right here. If anybody in your family is hypoglycemic, meaning low blood sugar, you can use this.
And guess what? It's a strawberry brand.
Yes, and it's good. Oh, these are for dehydration, and we know for people in the third world countries or children, if they're dehydrated, they can die. It's very serious from dehydration. So these oral rehydration salts is very.
They have oral rehydration salts.
Who would think of that? You got your two.
Listen, excuse me, babe. Sometimes we think that, oh, we have a prep bag. You know, you have your snacks, you have your Band-Aids, you have your antibiotics, you have... No. They really thought through.
You can tell.
They put details. So whoever put this together that's in the medical field, you really put detail inside. Yes, you put. Yeah, I can tell. I don't know if it was like a stay-at-home mom and they decided to help out their husband and say, hey, add some of these items into this bag. But
and this is basically like overkill. What you have here is overkill. And you want that because in a catastrophe, whatever you have is what you have.
Yep.
So right here, you got your hydrocortisone cream.
And listen, hydrocortisone, I have I'm sure some of us have terror stories with hydrocortisone, okay?
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know.
So the triple antibiotic ointment. We have your splinter out. Take splinters out. We know how aggravating that can be, especially if you have children. You got your burn tech, first aid for burns. Okay, so you got two of these. Okay, these are very ideal. You got your Sharpie, which is very important. Yeah, you need that. Got you another bear claw glove. So you got 2 sets of those. You got your ace bandage. We know about your Benadryl. Oh. Very effective. Oh. If you can't go to the doctor and you're having allergies.
An allergic reaction. Yes.
Very ideal.
Yep, and you can also use charcoal, guys, if you're having some type of
bandage
reaction.
So you got your 4x4s and your all your gauzes right here.
So more gauzes?
More gauzes.
Wow.
Look, you got your hydrochloride anti-diarrhea for dysentery. Say you maybe drink some water from a creek, you're getting diarrhea. So this will help you with that. That's amazing. That's amazing. So this is very well
Did you hear what he said? If you drink water from a creek,
yes,
and your body is not ingesting
so you living off grid and things just happen. You need water, get sick. That's definitely it. And these is aspirin, Tylenol.
Wow, look at that.
This is full of Tylenol and aspirin. I mean, this bag is just. We're still going. We're not even halfway done. Your tape. Look, they even give you duct tape.
And duct tape is expensive.
It's very versatile with duct tape as well.
Well, what would you use the duct tape for?
You could use duct tape to heal wounds. To stop wounds. You could utilize duct tape to basically when it comes to basically what I just said.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. You got your lubricating jelly, more abdominal pads. You got your nasal pharyngeal. Or if you want to bag mouth somebody, if they're unconscious, you use a bag valve mask.
Oh, so that you wouldn't have to put your mouth on their mouth.
To ventilate them. You got your chest seal pack for puncture wounds in your chest so you won't have a collapsed lung.
Wow. So listen, not only...
I'm almost done.
Not only do you have the kit, there's also an advanced surgical kit included in this package.
So you got your SAM splint for broken fractures. You can take care of that.
Yes. And for those of you who need to know the dimensions of this bag, it is a 12 by 8 by 8. So it's a pretty decent size. So
basically the same, if you, please get both of them. Please get both. I mean, this is overkill, but you want that. So this is a surgical kit, the same as that was in the wound.
Suture?
Yeah,
a suture surgical kit, guys.
Surgical kit, the same that was in the wound care bucket. But we won't go through that. We showed you all of that previously. And you got your steri strip, reinforced skin closures. So for more your Band-Aids. And let's see, are we done? Yep, this is empty.
I mean, it's just like little curved forceps. You have operating scissors. You have your alcohol prep pads. You have your iodine prep pads. Your gauze sponges. Your sterile stretch gauze rolls. Surgical tape rolls. Sterile surgical drape, 18 by 26. You have your 5 sterile sutures with needles, guys. You have your 4.0.
This is a paramedic or
sterile
surgeon.
suture with
like
needles. Sterile suture with needles. I mean, your number 3 scalpel handle which fits blades.
Number 3.
Number 10 through number 15. I mean, this bag is really
You got your curve
ideal.
forceps, your operating scissors, alcohol preps.
Your SWAT team.
Man.
Your advanced surgical kit. Splitter out. Your fingertip bandages, guys. Your alcohol wipes. So either way, you're not losing.
So why invest?
Why invest? That's
Why
a great
invest in
question. I'll tell you why you should invest. Because one day you will not be able to get access of any of these items.
We see what, I mean, let's just be honest. We see where the world is going. We're already experiencing with lockdowns. You know, it's kind of putting you between a rock and a hard place, especially if you have a large family. You know, I wouldn't put any person in a position like that to where they closed off, can't go to the store, and you got your son or your daughter bleeding out over here because they fell off playing in the woods. And what are you going to do?
I mean, listen, doctors and nurses are walking off the job every day. So it will behoove everyone to understand what you have in your presence. Understand all of these items that you have in the midst of you, in your realm right now. Because what happens if you can't go online and buy anything? It's already starting to get worse where you are ordering products and the products are backed up. They're on 3 weeks notice and 2 weeks notice. And some products may run out or they may stop the products from coming.
And say you have to flee. And, you know, people are going to know, okay, well, you come to my house, what are you bringing to the table? If you have this, I'm telling you.
You're going to be somebody's saving
doors,
grace,
open
okay?
doors, I'm telling you.
Yeah, you're going to be somebody's savior if you have this item in your house.
You can have bullets, you can have food, okay? But if you get a...
You said you can have what?
You can have bullets, you can have food, you can have water. But if you get injured...
What are you going to have if you get injured?
If you get a fractured finger, if you get a fractured ankle, what are you going to do?
Guys, you can never have enough alcohol. You can never have enough gauze. You can never have enough bandages. You can never have enough Band-Aids and decent scissors. We're talking about trauma shears. We're talking about things that you should be able to get that doctors and nurses can obtain. Not us, not me, a random, civilian. We're talking about, this is like a surgical kit. So these are something that we recommend for everyone to get. And you can find these items on refugemedical.com. Okay, refugemedical.com is where you will find these items. And I recommend that you will invest in this. It is an investment. Just like that Gucci bag and those Fendi shoes and the red bottoms and all of these different things. Listen, those red bottoms, when things start happening and stuff hits the fan, those red bottoms aren't going to feed you. Those red bottoms